YouTube Nation. Bang, bang. YouTube Nation, what it do, man? Welcome back to the channel. For everybody who's first time tuning in, please like, share, and subscribe. What up, though, y'all? On this Monday, this Mama Mentality. Once again, let's get it. Wherever you at, whatever you're doing, be productive, make something happen. Do more than you did yesterday. Before we get into this story, let me go ahead and give a shout out, special shout out to the homie Travis Starks. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate. Shout out Stan. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that. Everybody who be doing the super chats, send me super chats. I really appreciate that. For me just bringing out this type of content. I appreciate all the support y'all give me, that be liking this channel, the type of shit I'm putting out, man. Good looking out, bro. I just try to keep it real, authentic, simple, no extras, no hot sauce on this right here, bro. This is just plain raw meat, bro. Just seasoned up to perfection, but no extras, bro. I don't need no hot sauce on this. I'm gonna give it to y'all straight up. Also, man, somebody I ain't seen in a long time, man. The homie Donald Sutton from Harlem, man. Anybody know the OG homie Donald Sutton from Harlem? Give a shout out to him. Also, Boulevard Rod Parker, the OG homie from Compton, the Low Riders homie. Shout out to Rod, man. I didn't walk the track with him, man, in different prisons, man. I done learned a lot from the homie. So, man, anybody know the homie Rod Parker from Compton? Y'all know I'm talking about Boulevard. Tell him I sent mine, man. Salute, King. Much respect always. But yeah, man, at my last story, I was talking about like China Man for Crips Mafia. May he rest in peace. About how it was, you know what I mean? Like, you know, how we ended up at his house, had to move furniture for the homegirl. Move her out of his house, right? At the situation that we had in the past with this brother. But now here it is. We got to come to her rescue to help move her shit out of his house, right? See, me personally, I never been, bro, that would be liking to mess with chicks from other hoods. I mean, not enemy hoods, put it like that. I done mess with females from hoods that we get along with. But as far as going like to blood hoods and shit like that, Hoovers and all, no, I was never do it. I never feel comfortable with that. I'm gonna stick to somebody we get along with and just keep it simple. That was my get down, you know what I mean? But I got homies that, you know, I got homies that mess with Hoover females a lot and used to go up in the Hoovers all the time and be with these females. But my homie Lil Stoney, he knew the homie, he knew Hoover Chuck from 74 Hoover, rest in peace. He knew that whole family. So Stoney used to always go over and he was messing with, you know, Chuck nieces and shit like that. So he used to always go to the Hoovers, man. I used to be like, man, these niggas is out here. You know, and this nigga had a mouth on him and they say shit, he's saying shit back, you know. Shit never got out of hand, but it was times where it just looked like, we finna get into it with these niggas. We in their hood because the homie over here fucking around. But he knew the whole family, Chuck and all of them. So it was a different situation. But me personally, fuck that. I'm sticking to my own, bro, and shit that we got along with. I'm not going into the enemy zone and be out there just chasing no ass. That just wasn't me. No, I done lived in enemy hoods, considered enemy. I done lived in the jungle. You know, I had to get up out of there because they found out some Crip niggas over here. So I got up out of there before shit got funky. You know, I done lived in the Elm Streets and they on Sloan. Niggas start figuring out some Crips over here. Shit started getting around. Shit started to get funky. I had to dip off out of there. Plus the homie baby mama did some scandalous shit and locked us out the house. So we was locked out on Sloan. Couldn't even get in our own place over there. So it's like, what the fuck? We was staying there at the time. I'll tell you another story about that. But that's in the Elm Street. But nigga had to get up out the Elm Streets before shit got funky. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start seeing you in their hood. They start talking. Niggas start knowing. And at the time, I lived and dressed that code, that G code, that gangbang code. Khakis, suede, Adidas, suede, Pumas, T-shirts, Cascade jackets, different kind of starter hats, braids, you know, the average everyday gangbang uniform when you coming up in the 1980s. So yeah, man, I never been dude to get around like that. That shit is dangerous because you see what happened, right? Your homegirl that got into it with the dude she messed with now, what she do? She call her homies. And now this is your house. You got her living in your house. Now her homies coming to your house. And these niggas that you don't get along with. A lot of these niggas wanted you dead, but these niggas come to your house and move out some furniture. That's some low shit. That's some dangerous shit. I don't recommend that. And I know a lot of people doing that to this day, bro. A lot of niggas is fucking with females from the other side of the fence right now to this day. It's cool because she look good. It's good over there, right? But man, be careful with that one, bro. That's what that last story, that was the moral of my last story about that, man. You got to be careful when you live in that kind of life. You mess with people on the other side of the tracks. Hey, man, that shit is dangerous. It's a trip, right? Because, like, when I was out during that time, I paroled in 1994 from Centinela, CR. I'm in Moval. I'm out here with my female cousins, they bloods. They're like, come on, Relly, let me take you to this party. right? I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm finna go. I'm just fresh out. I ain't never been to no party. Some little club shit she talking about. I had heard about this club in Moreno Valley. This is called the Pink Cadillac. She said, yeah, they having a little thing at the Cadillac. That was right on Alessandro. At the time, we was living off of Alessandro in Paris. So some moms was staying at back there. So she's like, yeah, really, let me take you over here to this floor. So I'm with her and her homegirls. We finna go down there, right? I'm like, all right. So I'm just, throwing some regular shit. You fresh out. You've been going a long time. I think I was going like 6 years on that turn. And you come home, you still trying to fill in with your dress code. You know how you, that I look good in this. You don't feel like secure with the shit you wearing like everybody else that's been out on the streets already. Be like, right now, we out here. This is our everyday shit. When you come up from prison, you be kind of like, you buying shit that really like, later on you're gonna say, why I bought that shit? I should have just got this, because you don't figure out the dress code, how you feel, make you comfortable. You just getting some shit you just seen on pictures and shit. Shit you seen on TV niggas got, so you didn't went to the motherfucking spot and got that kind of shit and put that on. So I had that kind of, dress code on some swap meet shit that I should never have bought. Weird ass shit I bought from fucking swap meet in Moreno Valley back then. So like, yeah, let's go to the club. I'm like, all right. So my thing is like, nigga fresh out. We finna go to the club. My female cousin and her homegirls, they all bloods, but finna go chill with some females and like, might meet something, right? That's the angle. That's the way we play it when we get out. We going to clubs like that. Men, we thinking like that. I'm sure women get out the women prisons think the same thing. So I'm like, all right, let's roll. Man, we pull up in this parking lot. I just started seeing a lot of red up in here. So I'm like, fresh out, like, damn, look at this. There's a lot of red around this motherfucker. I'm like, hold up. So I'm just kind of looking for a minute. Then I'm starting to see all these motherfucking CK1 Calvin Klein shirts. The red ones, the white CK1. I'm like, hey man, this ain't looking right. This ain't looking right. I'm just starting to see more now. These niggas, it's clear to me. These niggas is bloods up here, right? I like, nigga, well, I ain't got no business at this motherfucker. We just ride through the park. I'm trying to find somewhere to park. I'm like in the back, like, wait, don't stop yet. Don't stop yet. Don't park this motherfucker. I'm just seeing more and more. These niggas is bloods up here. I'm like, no, we're not going to do this one right here. You're going to take me back to the house down Alessandro, the mom's house. Y'all can go ahead and do this. I'm not finna go up in there. I'm like, it's not happening, right? Later on, I find out that was a party. That was a birthday party. Chinaman. That was Chinaman had a birthday function at the Pink Cadillac in Moval. 1994, was it early 95, late, because I got out in November 94. So it was around that time right there. And they was trying to take me to this function. So it's Chinaman function, so ain't nothing in there but mafias in this motherfucker. Mafias and lanes. Like, nigga, I ain't got no business up in this motherfucker. I'm like, hell nah. I'm like, take me back to the spot. I just seen all them CK1 shirts, all that Calvin Klein shit all over the place. I'm like, negative, bro. I'm not going up in there to take me back to mom's house. They went, and she told me later, oh, yeah, that was the homie from Crenshaw Mafia. Like, you really trying to take me to a motherfucking birthday party with Chinaman from Crenshaw Mafia's birthday party at that? Negative, man. But, once again, it's a small world. We all move out the city. We be moving out to all these different places, Victorville, Hesperia, Apple Valley, Lancaster, Palmdale, Moreno Valley, Pier, all these different places, right? LA cats, we start moving out the inner city, moving these little spots. But we all be out there. We all be out there, and we be seeing each other. A lot of times, niggas be respectful, like, bro, out there doing the same thing. I'm out here trying to get away from the bullshit, trying to raise your family. All due respect. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? And that's how that was out there. You got the younger cats who still bring the bullshit to those environments and like want to still perpetuate that ignorance and be like, look, nigga, don't bring that out here. Nigga, this is our getaway from that. Nigga, you got to have a spot to get away. Leave that shit the hood, right? That's why we say, and I see dudes be in other areas in them kind of places like I just aforementioned, when you be out in them kind of places and you be acting turned up, right? Nigga, like, I seen it like, nigga, wait, what? I'm like, really, bro? Really? Come on, my nigga, not out here, bro. If you that turned up, homie, my thing is, right, if you that turned up, nigga, we in Hesperia, and you out here in Hesperia, every time I see you, just looking like you banged out all the time. Like, nigga, back in the days, like, cook that Raymond like cool. Every time I see you, like, cook that Raymond, like, nigga, that Raymond like cool. Like, you super turned up, right? And I'm like, damn, bro. Why you not in the hood there, my nigga? Because if you that active with that shit, you should be in the hood. Anybody that's that turned up anywhere else outside of their hood, nigga, you need to be in your hood doing that shit. That's what I feel. Don't be in motherfucking fucking Barstow. Shout out to the Barstow neighborhood drive homies out there. Don't be in Barstow, nigga, and you just be like, you just super banged out. Like, when last time you been to the hood, my nigga? You know what I mean? Like, for real though, nigga, when last time you been to the hood, my nigga? You ain't been to the hood, but you out here in Barstow, like, nigga, with that Raymond life. Nigga, you out there blooding and all this other shit. Every hood got niggas like that, though. Every hood got niggas like that, and I don't understand it. Because if you somewhere else away from the hood, nigga, enjoy being away from that shit, bro. Enjoy being somewhere where, like, you ain't turned up like that. You low key. You trying to get away from that shit. That's why you live somewhere far out. So you low key, you just in the cut. That's how it's supposed to be when you live somewhere far out. You live somewhere outside your hood, you're supposed to be like, nigga, just out here chilling. Especially if you're older. And because you don't always have young cats that come out there, like our kids, right? That's why Moreno Valley, all the Moreno Valley gangs, all them cats who started those gangs, most of their all mamas and daddies is from LA. Their mamas and daddies is usually Crips and Bloods out of LA. So that's what happened. Niggas then went out to Moval back in the days, and niggas start having kids and shit. And their kids then grew up, didn't want to be from the LA gangs. So they started their own gangs out there. Shout out to all the Moreno Valley niggas out there. Murder Val, shout out to them niggas out there. They doing their own thing. They got their own identity. You got to respect that. They all could have been claiming different LA gangs, but they held their own. They got their own gangs out there. So shout out to the murder. Everybody out there in that section out there. Much respect. Even though I got kids from out there too. So, you know, my kids is part of the Moreno Valley gang culture. I got that in my family. Got a whole lot of family members as part of the Moreno Valley gang culture. So much respect to all them gangs out there. That's just what I say, bro. And everything else out there in the IE, the niggas in Riverside, the niggas in San Bernardino. Once again, Barstow neighborhood, dry homies out there, homies in Palm Springs. Shout out to all you niggas out that way. What it do, bro? But yeah, man, you gotta be careful when you out in these streets fucking around and who you fucking around with. I'll tell you another story about how this is a small world. Well, I could break this down and make another story, huh? I should do that because it's a whole nother story I should tell with y'all. Maybe, what y'all think? Hey, man, look. Back in the 80s, once again, you know, we know cars and shit. One day we go, hey, I don't see this car. We going down Century, right? We pushing down Century, coming from the hood. We going east. Once you cross over Crenshaw, going towards Van Ness. If you're going east to the right, once you pass the old OG Close Encounter Club back in the days in the gas station, and that building right, I think it's a swap meet or something now. It used to be Ralph's back in the days. But once you keep going up the hill, you finna get towards Van Ness by the Hard Time Homies. You look to the right, it's the cul-de-sac, and all them homes down that little island. So I grew up raising pigeons, fucking with pit bulls. I grew up gangbangers. I read walls. I always know what hood I'm in, what it looked like, and I always pay attention to different shit. We notice cars and shit also. We noticed this red 6'4" Chevy with a white top with a for sale sign in it, right on Century. We've been noticing this. At the time, we riding around a Prime It Up Chevy, a Prime It Up 6 tray. It was the homie Tiny Kimbone from 6'0", rest in peace. It was Kimbone's tray. Kimbone is a homie 8 ounce, rest in peace. That's Tiny Kimbone from 60s and 8 ounces brother-in-law. That's his brother-in-law. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to both of them. But we in Kimbone 6'3". And we coming down, we going up Century. And we noticed the foe. We noticed it a couple times. But one day we coming down 8 ounce, like, cuz, go see what's up with this foe over here. So the homie busted right up in there, the little cul-de-sac, come on down, hit the house right there. We go knock on the door. We want to know what y'all want for this red 6'4". Red 6'4" with a white top. You could tell the essay had it at first because it got some engravings in the window, right? It had like the essay drawings and shit or something in the window. Like, okay, this was an essay car. So off top, we thinking this is an essay car. Thinking some Mexican got the spot. Knock on the door. We want to know about this car. All right, here come this dude come outside. Big old cat. He come out to the door. He see 8 ounce. 8 ounce see him. Mind you, 8 ounce got tattoos with Crenshaw Mafia crossed out, Inglewood family crossed out. Big old dude come out the house. Big old blood nigga. Big old blood nigga come out the house. What's up? And he like, hey, what's up, Twain? Because he knew 8 ounce name. He like, and they don't, hey, what's up? There's a nigga named Shelby from Crenshaw Mafia. G nigga, rest in peace to Shelby also. You know what I'm saying? But look, we went to this nigga house to buy a car. We knocked on the door and he come outside. Some Raymonds. Just so happened the homie knew him too. See, the homie 8 ounce got a lot of females in his family. And it's like, just like with China Man, 8 ounce knew China Man too. through family connection, whatever. But they knew each other. And 8 Ounce knew this dude too. But 8 Ounce didn't know he stayed there. But we was at bro house to buy a car. And you got like 3 Raymonds in your front door, on your front yard. Nigga asked him, "What's up? What you want for this red 6'4"?" And he went along with like, I don't know, man. I might want to do this with it. And like, it was everything was respectful. It was like that. But once again, this is a small world, man. That's why you gotta stay respectful to people, man. You don't want to be out here just dissing niggas because it seemed cool, because it seemed like it's. Hey man, chill for a minute, all right? Damn, she don't stop that. But you gotta stay respectful, man, because you never know who gonna come pop up at your door to buy something from you or some shit, or be anywhere like that, man. You know what I mean? Even though we did have a situation with Shelby, I think her name was Shelby. Later on, after that situation, we did have a run-in. I'll tell y'all about that in another story. But once again, these are real Inglewood moments. Shout out B-Rat and Buddy Loco. These are real Inglewood moments from a Crip perspective. A lot of shit that if you've really been gangbanging in Inglewood, you've been a Crip in Inglewood, you done been into a lot of shit, bro. You done have a lot of encounters with a lot of bloods. If you really been out there, you encountered a lot, nigga. Straight up. You're not gonna be from 10 Deuce Raymond, nigga, and you ain't had no issues with no bloods, nigga. Come on. You in Inglewood, you in over there, nigga, 10 Deuce Raymond. Nigga, we surrounded by bloods. Bloods stay around us. Everything we did is why we end up encountering these dudes. Like, hey, in every situation didn't always go like that. A lot of situations went bad from both parts, you know what I mean? But we survived that kind of shit. That's why, I like putting out the content, sharing my stories, letting a lot of people know about that side of town that didn't know about that side of town. A lot of shit that we went through. A lot of niggas didn't see about us over there. We just been in the cut, right? That's how we been is in the cut like that there. But staying respectful to everybody on this show right here. Everybody I speak on, may bro rest in peace. May Chinaman rest in peace. My homie 8 Ounce rest in peace. Tiny Kimbone from Rolling 60 Crip, rest in peace. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Wherever you're from, I really appreciate all the comments. Good looking out, man. Thanks for being mature adults and not still trying to be a basic gang member when you're late age and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know. We got to wise up, though. As individuals, as men and women, we got to wise up and do things different than we did before. Not only because it's a new year, but because we're older. Because we older, we got to act like adults. Conduct ourselves like adults and not kids. Because we got kids. We got grandkids. We can't be acting like kids when we're adults. Let's grow up. Peace.